Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are clearly here at the Vinery about to see some demonstrations. The lovely Denny and Josh here to my right are here to show us a little bit about garden art today. So take it away, Denny. What are we looking at?
All right. Well, I'm going to defer to Josh here for the first
We have
segment.
a few things that we're looking at, but we're going to talk about a new class that we have, pop-up garden art here, little pop-up stakes.
Oh, I love that.
So this is another great example of fused glass where we're melting it in the kiln. And this has a little bit of dimension to it as well.
So is this something where it's different pieces that you're just arranging?
Yep, you cut out your own pieces, and we have different little stringers and niblets, or if you're feeling a little creative, you can make some flowers or
Yeah, they're all so different.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone has their own style.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a neat thing about the class when it's all over with. You know, I get to walk around and see all the different styles that kind of come out of the class. So it's really fun.
And remind viewers, if they haven't been aware before, what exactly do you mean by fused glass? Like, what is the process? How does it work?
So this fusible glass, it's all tested compatible. So when we put it in the kiln, it melts down together and infuses and becomes one with itself. Denny has an example here of a mushroom that's a little bit more of a full fuse. So it's a little bit melted down more completely, whereas these are 100 degrees less than the kiln, so 1370 degrees. And it leaves a little bit more dimension. They don't melt down into each other.
So that's where you get that texture because it's not as hot, so it doesn't melt at all flat.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so from my experience, you start with little different pieces and, like you said, stringers and shards and all kinds of different glass styles and even a powder, right?
Oh yeah, different frit. There you go.
I think that's my favorite.
Nice.
The
I love the way
expert.
it
Yeah,
feels like
she knows what
sand.
she's talking about. And then you design it, lay it flat, give it to you two or whomever is the
Yeah,
staff
whoever
helping
here,
at the
and
class.
we'll fire it in the kiln for you. Process usually takes about 18 hours.
18 hours.
Yeah.
So you can pick up your beautiful art next day or the day after, typically, yeah?
Typically, we say about a week or so.
Oh, say about a week. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
We got a lot going on.
That's right. It's not just one person's art, right? Only my art is more important. I want it first in line. No, that's good for people to know because people, I think, do get very excited, especially if it's a first time that they've done something like that.
We do
to see
make
the finished.
accommodations for people that, sometimes.
But anticipation helps with excitement. So a week out, you get your beautiful art back. And these would be called like garden stakes. Is that kind of what you were
pop-up
okay.
garden
Pop-up.
stakes.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so what's happening over on this side? We've got some action here.
On to the next thing here. Okay, so I'm going to show you briefly how to make a mushroom cap. And I'll actually just pull this. This should just come right off on a good
so
day.
that pops right
Yeah.
in there. That's
Okay.
so pretty.
So
Oh,
that's the finished piece.
beautiful.
Okay. And
Is this copper?
it is copper tube.
I love the combination of copper.
On the underneath side, I've mounted a little grommet to hold the tube, so you can take it off at will.
Simple construction, but I mean, it's very functional.
Yeah. So the fun part about this is you get to smash glass with a hammer.
Yes.
Okay. And I brought 2 different size hammers, depending on how you're feeling a particular day when you're working on it. Okay.
love it,
If you're having a hard day, you might want to use a large hammer. Okay. So far today's been good, so I'll use a small hammer.
It's a small hammer day for Denny. Okay.
So
That's a
what
good
I'm going to
thing.
do is I'm going to take this piece of glass and I have a little glass glob on the tabletop there.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that. Kind of move
I love
things.
how each part of this process is glass too. Even the little leverage to do the breaking is glass.
There you
It's
go.
cool.
So I'm going to set it on top like that.
Okay, so it's got a
And then
little
just so glass doesn't go flying, I'll put a piece of paper on top. Whoops, small hammer.
small hammer day.
All right, and then I just smash it.
One hit. And you're
Okay.
done.
And then it breaks it all up like that. And then I'm going to take these pieces and begin to fit it onto a base glass.
Okay. So every design is going to be absolutely unique because it breaks differently every time, and that is a beautiful thing in itself.
And if you use the big hammer, you may have a number of more pieces than what we have here.
So that typically will break more and
Yes.
smaller and okay. Yep, got it.
Okay, so then after we have that kind of laid out, and I use this really technical glue, it's actually hairspray,
I love it.
and I can just kind of squirt a little bit on, and when that sets up and gets sticky, it'll hold the glass in place.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do, and you can see on top here, we have this glass frit that we put on top, and with this we call it vanilla cream. It's sort of kind of an ivory color. When we sprinkle it on, it reacts to the blue glass and kind of creates some different coloration. So basically, it's not anything too technical. You just kind of sprinkle it around, and you can kind of decide how much or how little you'd like to put on there. And I have 2 different coarsenesses. I have the first one was a fine frit, and the second one is just a little coarser like that.
That's gonna
You just sprinkle it around like that. And that's all there is to it.
And that's all there is to it. Then you take
Yeah.
it away, fire it up, and it comes out looking something
Well,
like this.
it's actually fired twice.
Okay.
The first time it's fired flat, okay, and as Josh mentioned before, we took it to higher temperature so it's almost completely smooth.
Okay.
And then the second firing, we put it on a dome-shaped mold,
Okay.
and that's what gives the glass its curve.
And then when the glass heats up, then it just literally kind of melts down.
It
a little bit and
drapes
becomes a
right
shape
over, yeah.
And becomes a mushroom cap.
Yep.
It's so
There we
beautiful.
have it.
So, and as far, what is this called again? Do you remind me?
This
Ellen
called-
had it.
yeah.
Frit.
Frit.
There you go.
Right.
I'm an
Glass
expert
frit.
now, people.
And they come in all different colors.
They do.
Okay,
they
so
do.
you could do, and so does the glass. So you could do
Exactly.
mushrooms of all
The
shapes, sizes, and
possibilities
colors.
are unlimited.
And that's what I love about this place.
Mm-hmm.
This is beautiful. So mushroom cap garden art. We've got pop-up stick garden art, and there's one more thing over there in the corner that I'd
Kind
love
of
to
like
hear
some
about.
upcycling here. Got a little
love it.
solar lantern here.
Oh
but
my
we have a
gosh.
bottle that we have cut the top and the bottom off of there.
Oh.
So then we can glue on some pieces with some epoxy or some good well-bond glue and do your design on there. And once you're all done, you can grout it, and then you can have a nice little mosaic
Oh my
solar
gosh.
It'll
lantern.
show up beautifully at night.
Yeah,
What a
exactly.
fun
and you
project.
could just put that right on your front stoop or on your porch or
Yeah,
anywhere that you
exactly.
want.
Right.
And when the light comes through, does it have an effect with that mosaic actually?
Oh,
in front?
well, the glass just kind of comes alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
Takes on a whole new life.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I could totally see that, especially this time of year when people are having those backyard parties. Maybe
Yeah.
you're having a bonfire and you need to light a path back to the house or up
Right.
the patio.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Or a very nice gift, or bring someone into a class, learn how to do this, and
Totally.
then gift it to the person that you brought to class without them even knowing it was
Great
them.
housewarming gift.
Housewarming,
Something unique.
exactly. Well, thank you so much, Denny and Josh at the Vinery, for showing us all these examples, ways to get involved. There's umpteen amount of classes you can take here. Quickly, there's an event on August 19th.
Yes, it's our tent sale, our annual tent sale. I hope everybody comes. We have a good variety of things. We're going to be feeding people at lunch. It'll be a great time.
Feeding people
Lovely.
lunch, learning stuff. Again, always classes, wonderful things to learn here at the Vinery right off East Washington Avenue. Thank you so much for joining us for Girl Talk. See you next time.